Hi y'all, I'm Rachel, full-time beekeeper, and today I want to share with you on my channel the exciting story of how my father and I trained a hawk to defend our bee yard against mice. It is the defender of all beehives. Essentially, Old Red started coming around and sitting on top of the power line. He would just pray over the bee yard because we had really tall grass in the summer, and then whenever it was cut down, mice tend to live in tall grass, and so they scattered, and it was just like the opportunity for this hawk to have free meals. But we wanted Old Red to stick around because in the winter time, mice like to take shelter inside of beehives. They are susceptible to getting taken over by these rodents. They wreak havoc. If you have wax foundation inside of your box, they will chew through it, make big old nasty holes to where you can't really reuse that comb at all, and you don't want to. It's had mice on it. Ick. So with that being said, my father started to go ahead and toss up meat and put it somewhere where Old Red would be able to see it. He'd swoop down and get that piece of meat. But then we got a little crazy with it, and we were like, what if we could like feed him by hand? Then slowly by slowly, we got a stick, put meat out on it, waited for him to swoop down, eventually even on the back of our hands. Now we used welding gloves. Sure enough, Old Red would be waiting. He was so eager to have a treat. He did so good. And on top of that, you would see him swoop down in the field every now and then and go after critters, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so Old Red got his name or her name from that song, Old Red. And if you know the song, it's a ballad about... I'm just gonna look that one up because that was confusing. The narrator in the song Old Red is a prisoner. He gets the warden to entrust him with the assignment of tending to his hound, Old Red, who's trained to sniff out escapees from the prison. Essentially, the narrator takes Old Red south daily to visit a lady dog and get him really used to these visits. Their narrator then holds back Old Red from visits for several days before his escape. So when he finally does decide to make a run for it, the escapee goes north while Old Red goes south, eager from being withheld from his usual activities. So in a sense, this is exactly what we did with our hawk, Old Red, is we continued to feed him, get him used to that, and then withheld, and he would go and attack mice. So it was perfect. Now this content is a little bit out of my norm, but we have lots of stories kind of like this, and I'd love to share with you. So subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you're looking into getting beekeeping, I have a video that I put out about a week ago called Packages versus Nukes, and I highly suggest you look at that because it is really important as a new beekeeper to know what you're going to get into. And don't forget, in a world where you can be anything, y'all be kind. My arm's going to get tired, buddy.
Sorry, bud. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know what? She's a newbie, but I'll go get another piece of meat.
There he goes.